Yes, folks, hello, welcome once again to MoDXtra Games and Collectibles. I'm Chris, this is my channel. Absolute pleasure to have you with me here once again. And today's video, this installment, is going to be taking a closer look at some G.I. Joe Classified Series leaks that have hit the internet in the last, I don't know, week or two or so. I'm behind the curve, like always. That's right, the good ship G.I. Joe Classified Series has sprung a leak once again. A small handful of pictures of pre-production models of two figures have hit the internet. I'll give a shout out to folks like the Surveillance Port and Chris over at the Full Force podcast, where I saw these knocking around for keeping us well informed about these things, you know, as they come out, these leaks, as they make their way across the socials. I'll reiterate once again, folks, if you're not into leaks, if they take away some of your enjoyment, some of your excitement, you know, around official releases and live streams from Hasbro and such like, jump out now. I don't blame you. Just get out now. I'm going to be showing you the pictures as part of the video. I'll take the hit on the watch time because I kind of agree with you, to be honest. I'm a toy tuber, so I'm doing this video because I've got to keep up to pace, and frankly I can't help but look at them and get excited, but I would get it if you wanted to dump out now and wait for an official Hasbro announcement and see them for realsies in Lenny's hand on a live stream somewhere in the future. But if you're still with me and you want to take a look at the pictures and dissect them together, then let's get into it. Let's take a look at these leaks. Okay, folks, got my little picture gallery set and ready to go. The two characters that we've seen leaks for are Crystal Ball and Blowtorch. We've seen leaks of these characters already. In fact, Blowtorch we've already had a digital render of, and Crystal Ball is on the name-only list. So they're not surprise characters, and we've seen stuff, pre-production stuff around both of these before, but these give a much fuller picture as to what to expect from the figures. So let's get started and let's take a look at Blowtorch. So here we have Blowtorch, folks. You can see how he's coming along. Now, I've not got a great deal. This leak is not giving me a great deal to talk about over and above the digital render, to be perfectly honest. One kind of key point of interest was the face mask up here. In fact, we've got a picture looking at it in much more detail on the next slide there. But we knew that. We knew from the digital render that there was going to be a helmet, a face mask, and then this piece of tubing on the backpack there kind of came round and fitted into a rebreather apparatus piece on the front of the mask. And in that clear see-through plastic that has obviously been sculpted in at this point with no paint applications applied, it's not telling us a great deal about whether it's bringing that render to life for realsies in the 6-inch form or not. Equally, you know, the paint applications has given us a little bit of a sense of the colour, but it's lacking, you know, it's not got the like the belts in yellow there rather than in black without the buckles. We've not got the silver discs painted in. Obviously, that vest piece hasn't been had colour applied to it at all either. And if I remember rightly from the digital render, there was extra little pieces showing on this little kind of apparatus piece on the front of the vest. So, you know, it's fine. I suppose it's really just giving us a sense of how close to completion the figure is, how far away it is from being opened up for pre-order and eventually getting into our hands. There was a couple of other pictures we can see here. That's a better peek at the face mask there, which looks fine. You know, you can see the peg plug-in bit, the little kind of sex doll hole at the front there for the breathing apparatus to plug into. It looks fine. I'd be more interested, to be fair, in seeing what the head sculpt underneath looks like, what the kind of quality of head sculpt is we're getting, and how it actually fits, you know, on the face there. So this isn't telling us a great deal around that part of the story. And then, you know, the weaponry. You know, we knew it was going to be green, this stupid green colour, because it was in this green in the digital render. Obviously a callback, I think I mentioned this when I reviewed the digital render, obviously a callback to the OG vintage figure having, you know, a green flamethrower. But the detailing looks nice. You know, it's a decent put together weapon. Got his handgun down there, which fits into this holster on the side. The backpack's coming together well, and as long as they put some decent paint applications on there to give it some flavour, it's all good. So, yeah, it's all right. It's a fine enough leak. It gives us a sense of how far along they are with the character, but nothing new, no real revelations in there over and above what we already knew from the digital render and what had been explained to us by the G.I. Joe Classified team. But this guy, you know, he's been a name-only reveal so far. This is Crystal Ball, folks, and we haven't even seen a digital render of this, so every leak that comes out is a new revelation. This, I suppose, is what I was talking about before in the sense of the leaks, like, spoiling the experience, because can you imagine the excitement and surprise on a fan stream or a convention event, them just producing this guy for us to enjoy and absorb before he's even, you know, been anything more than a name-only reveal. So, Anyway, that's a debate for another day, but lots to catch your eye and get you excited. You know, if you're into the balmy shit like me, then stuff like this crazy Cthulhu-esque psychic, well, maybe a psychic manifestation, maybe it's a helmet, I don't know, we'll see how it gets painted up. I heard some folks talking about, wouldn't it be cool if it was like glow in the dark or whatever? It's reminiscent of, I'm a big fan of the Crystal Ball character design in the IDW continuity of G.I. Joe. And there was a miniseries called Infestation, I think, off the top of my head. Once again, should have checked before I spoke on a hot mic, but yeah, I think it was called Infestation, where it was all about drawing these kind of Cthulhu-like demons out of a portal, and Crystal Ball was in the mix on all that. So it's definitely got these sort of vibes with those little sort of tentacle pieces at the bottom and the crazy horns there. I'd love it if it was like some kind of crazy psychic, some psychic power helmet thing, but I don't think it is, because if you squint, it looks like there might be a cobra symbol on the forehead there, so that might perhaps get painted in. I don't know. But all the notable stuff in here is the pistol. He's got the 6-shooter, which I think is reused from the Wild Bill in the Dragonfly. This sword with this sort of flaming psychic energy effect looks really awesome. Canny folks from out and about have obviously clocked that the character behind Nemesis Immortal on the back of his box, which we all thought might have been the Cobra La Royal Guard, is more than likely this Crystal Ball with the horned helmet and the scimitar sword shape with the energy effect off it. So that's an easy conclusion. And then we got some stuff like this, which is, I don't know, his Crystal Ball, one would imagine. Crystal Ball's Crystal Ball. And then some stuff, I don't know, to hang around his neck or whatever. And then the shield, but we'll come back to the shield in a second because there were some better quality pictures. But also what we haven't seen is how the paint applications are coming along. We're now starting to see more detail coming in on the figure. The fact that there's a clawed hand swap. I speculated whether these gloves were clawed or not on his gauntlet. We can see the painted belt buckle there, so much more depth coming in on this figure. I am very excited about this Crystal Ball. It's got everything I want from my G.I. Joe Classified experience. It's inspired by these different kind of G.I. Joe sources, got a bit of vintage in there, got a bit of IDW continuity in there, but it's also been classifiedized and modernized. That's where Classified really is at its best sometimes, when they do these kind of modern reinterpretations. It's got crazy balmy shit in there. I love the more fantastical, the more supernatural, the more science fiction stuff in G.I. Joe Classified. That mashup of military and weird and wacky and wonderful just super appeals to me. He looks like he's got a wealth of accessories, although what price point he'll come in at, I don't know. Maybe there's some speculation that he's going to be a deluxe convention exclusive figure, although that's unconfirmed as of this point, so I'm just stating speculation. Yeah, so really, really wonderful. And obviously head to the comments down below, let me know what you think. But further to that, we'll take a closer look at before I get into the shield, there was also a picture of his from behind, which I suppose, if anything, this one's a little bit more out of focus, but it gives you a sense of these tattoos here across the back of his arm, and then the sculpting detail on the back of his big long leather jacket, along with his kind of torn up, tattered bottom of the jacket there, which is cool. So the shield, lenticular shield reportedly, which is why we've got the two designs in the middle here, so that as you sort of flick your shield up and down, you get the change in the image where the snakes are coming in and out the eyeballs and through the skull and that, which is really awesome. Then we've got this kind of piece that fits over the top of the shield as well. You can see them there, both separated on the other side, but this piece that fits over the top of the shield as well to give it this, I don't know. So I don't know how that might work, whether the lenticular effect underneath, because the piece that fits on the top of the shield is, it matches the skull design. If you look at that there, you can see that it matches the skull design there. So I don't know, but whatever. It looks crazy. It looks ridiculous. It looks dark. It looks supernatural. Freaking love this. Really cool. And a gimmick as well, lenticular gimmick. What a callback, nostalgic callback to the types of stuff that switched us on as kids as well. Yeah, I used to love stuff like that. Oh, do you remember Visionaries with their hologram chest plates? Awesome. And there we go, folks. Just a short one today. Just a handful of leaks, as I said at the beginning. I invite you to the comments down below. Let me know what you think. How's Blowtorch coming along? Is he coming to life the way you would have liked? Is he reflective of the digital render suitably to, well, if it was a pass, to confirm your pass, or if it's not a pass, if you're up for it. How's Crystal Ball for you? You like me? Do you like the balmy stuff, or is he just too out there, too left field to appeal to your G.I. Joe Classified Series collecting taste? All that good stuff, let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, do all the usual YouTubery stuff while you're here. And yeah, just have a great day, folks. Just really enjoy your day. Love you. Absolutely blessed to have you as members of the viewing community. And I wish you nothing but the best week, weekend, month, everything. You know, there's a lot going on out there in the world right now. So let's just, you know, freaking dogs barking while I'm trying to do the outro. Keep it, you know, just find solace in the childhood list of G.I. Joe, folks. I don't know. I was trying to do like a fun Jerry Springer thought of the day, ruined it there. So, ta-ra!